Hey there, it's Quinn with PTSD While Black. I am just going over some amends emails that I had sent to Chaz back in 2022 when I tried to end things with him, and things are just going horribly. So this email says, "Hi, Chaz. I understand if you never want to hear from me again. I wanted to say I was wrong for continuing our conversation yesterday to the point of saying we're no longer friends. In my relationship, we are not to have heated discussions when pained, hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. I was experiencing 4 out of 5 of these and could not be a safe person to communicate with you. I am sorry for hurting you." I made a video with some notes where where I was wrong in explaining that or what Placidra had done to me. And this was about this person copying a lot of my work, pulling up a lot of the people that I voice act with, um, and also making jokes about a cat dying when I was dealing with my cat's death. So, due to my brain injury, I respond best to clear communication. I can't operate with vagueness. It is too much for me to process. I hope you find what you're looking for in life and are able to best use your talents to serve you and your community. And enclosed, I sent him the characteristics of functional and dysfunctional couples, which are some ways to look at how we are interacting with each other, whether that's him with me or him with his wife. Um, Safety guidelines for interacting with others. Conflict resolution contract, the example of how my husband and I handle conflict. And that's how I was basically letting him know this is how I'm conditioned to argue, which is we take the time to look at what is our part, what did we need, and we come back and are able to listen to each other with those needs. I also sent to him the internalized racist oppression and internalized white supremacy from this guidebook, because part of the issue was he didn't understand how it's racist for someone to be preying on a black woman and taking her, doing the same scenes that I was doing, copying my work. Basically, he didn't see how that was racist or couldn't understand it. So I was sending that to him, and so there you can see that I've attached those items. The next email was sent in July. This was after my computer had been hacked. This is after I'd really called things to an end, but the people were sending me ambient abuse songs and videos and things of this nature of, oh, he's hurt, or he's dealing with emotional loss, and that I should forgive this person, kind of things. So, and this was on TikTok and on the Smule karaoke app. And this is just what these people do. And so I think I sent that to him, and I think I had even made a video of, like, if you, I was made to believe that he was being manipulated by somebody else, or that someone was using magic against him. And I was like, okay, well, if you need help, I will help you, but I don't do magic for others without their permission, because really my magic is between me and God, and that's what I really focus on. I don't really focus on other people unless they have their permission, because that's just pointless. The same thing with doing hypnosis on somebody. You've got to have their consent. So this is a second amends that I sent him as I started going to a support group. And I'd been talking to a sponsor. I said, "Dear Chaz, I know we're in a 90-day no contact process for now. My sponsor advised me to send you an amends for my behavior towards you. I made a video of it and am typing the notes here for you. This is on the Smule app, but I don't believe that I can play it here because I'm being blocked from that website right now by the stalkers. But this text is what I said in the video. Chaz, I forgive you for your choices. You're doing the best you could with your upbringing. I hurt you by not asking for clarity on how much time you wanted to put into talking, writing, and creativity. I spoke to you mostly when I was on my pain medication. You didn't get to know the sober me with some boundaries. I made assumptions about your being a woke person without noting my own red flags. I have to release you to your lessons and karma. If we were to be together now, we would destroy each other with me trying to mother and fix you. I have faith in the wisdom within you to face your fears and to grow into the man who can stand by my side as a friend. Please know I'm not mad at you for your choices to not choose me or to slander me. You're doing your best at that time. What hurts is you chose to stalk me and accuse me without having healthy conversations with me. I do not feel loved when I am spied upon and my autonomy is taken from me. This is an invasion of my sanctum. I pray to be forgiving of this someday. I do not like any man claiming me as property. I have worked for years to be the me goddess needs me to be. That's what attracted you to me. I want you to be who the universe needs you to be. Right now, you are a lesson for me to appreciate love when I have it in my life. I learned to speak up and go for what I wanted and to challenge my lack of clarity in communication. I see where I can be clueless on social cues and am trying to work with my brain injury baseline. For now, I must honor my boundaries, as allowing someone to have access to me and to harm me is not acceptable. I want relationships with trustworthy people who live in integrity and are their authentic selves, flaws and all. If we are meant to be friends, you will grow in character to be honest and seek help around your addictions too. I can't have relationships with people who have active addictions and aren't seeking help. That is a boundary for both our safety. Read Dorinda's song on Smule for instructions on healing if you want to be my friend. And I want to just pause there because one thing that I'm saying is I have been in friendships with people who've had drug addictions and they were not getting help. And it just really deteriorated me trying to fix and rescue to be there for them. And I didn't need to do that. And so part of my healing journey, part of my recovery is to allow those with addictions to get the help that they need and for me to take care of myself. So that's what I'm really saying here with his past addictions. He said that, oh, I've cured myself from like doing almost every drug possible except for meth, is what he had said. So I'm like, okay, yeah, if you were doing almost every drug possible except for meth, that's not cool. If you're doing it, the healing only by yourself, you need to get some help for me to be in your life because it just won't be safe. And Jorinda's song is basically about the 12 steps and how to take accountability for the things that you've done, to be healthy towards yourself, to make amends, and to be honest with those that you've misled. So I said, my amends to you is to keep what happens between us sacred unless what is happening is causing me or a minor harm. My husband would be the only person privy to this information as we do not keep secrets. I will confirm times for communication and ask for clarity if I'm unsure. You do not have to forgive me, accept my apology, or communicate with me again. I do owe you your dignity and humanity. P.S. Tarot readings show you are afraid of what I'll think of you for having an STD or sex with an underage person and possibly with a man. I really don't have any opinion on these things as long as one, it was consensual, two, you take care of your health and that of your future partners. I would like to be your friend someday and don't care about your sexual orientation. Please take any love you feel towards me and apply it to your current relationships and yourself. You deserve to heal. And within this, um, yeah, like I don't want to judge somebody if they have some kind of STD or if they've had a harmful past, as long as they're not currently doing these things to people. Um, and like I said, as long as it was consensual and you take care of your health, that's all I really give a damn about. Um, and what I was really thinking of an underage person, I'm thinking 16, 17. Really not even 16, but 17 years old, almost 18. Um, and the reason I couldn't judge that is because when I was 19, there was a guy that I was fooling around with. He was 17 going on 18, and I still feel very bad about that to this day. Um, So I can't judge somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Um, Even though we're like a year and I think the dude and I were a year and 6 months apart. So that was still felt wrong. As I looked back on it, I'm like, but yeah. Anyway, I can't judge somebody else, is what I'm basically saying. How am I going to judge someone else's behavior? Um, that's what I was trying to convey, but instead, I think these people try to make it out that I was some sort of pedophile or that I was okay with people having sex with children because that's what they're attracted to. Hell no! Mm-mm. 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 No. And I didn't put the caveat or explain that caveat, but that's what these people chose to exploit. And I think that's the story that part of the story that they've chose to make about me because I'm a children's entertainer. That, oh my God, she is okay with people abusing children. No, very far from it. Very far from it. I'd kick somebody's ass for hurting a kid. But anyway, I tried to make amends. I tried to let things end in as gentle as possible ways, but that's not what this person wanted.
I think my point in posting this is, like, I was really letting this person know that I was someone who wanted to work with them and also wanted integrity and honesty. That's who I am and who I choose to be with my relationships with people, and that's the kind of people I want around me. And I wanted to own up for my outbursts and my trying to um, control conversations and to own where I'm wrong. But that's not the kind of people I was dealing with. These are the kind of people that thought it was a good idea to not only hack a computer and a phone and to post pornography on my children's entertainment site, but or when you search for my balloon art on Facebook in June, I think June to August, they had the pornography on there. When you search for it, and I have screenshots of that. And I just realize that I'm dealing with unreasonable people. I try to be reasonable with unreasonable individuals, and they're still trying to paint me as someone who is obsessed. No, I'm very hurt about injustice, and I want to make it right. That's what's going on.